I am in the United States. Now what? This video will help those who recently arrived from Afghanistan. You have arrived at the United States, but that doesn't mean that you have permission to stay permanently. For people that arrive in an airplane coming from Afghanistan during the evacuation period, you have been paroled into the United States. That is, you have 2 years to obtain a more permanent status. For people that arrived on their own means, that is, the government did not bring you into the country, you need to find legal help as soon as possible to not fall into any immigration consequences that could make you deportable. Thus, the most important thing on this video will be for you to learn how to obtain pro bono legal help. So either you arrive in an airplane or on your own means, you have someone guiding you to obtain a safer immigration status in the United States. Obtaining a legal status in the United States will allow you to stay here and also access housing, food, and other help from the government. There are many immigration organizations that can provide you with an attorney for free. Sometimes we think that free things aren't good, but currently there is a lot of people trying to help individuals arriving from Afghanistan, so they are paying attorneys to help you obtain a proper immigration status. That is, the attorney services are free for you, but they are being paid for their work. To find these organizations with attorneys ready to help you, you can go to the link shown in the screen. Once you access the website, you'll see a map of the United States. Click on the state where you are currently residing, and you'll find all the organizations that provide legal help for free to immigrants. They are not obliged to take your case, but even if they can't take it, they can refer you to an immigration attorney. If you decide to pay your own attorney, make sure that the person is a real immigration attorney. Only immigration attorneys can represent you before the immigration court. If somebody tells you that they are an attorney, you can ask them to show you their bar license. Or check their license by searching on Google and placing their name, the state where they tell you that they are licensed, and the phrase Bar Association Attorney Search. If you cannot confirm the person is an attorney, they are likely to take your money and file some forms, but they won't be able to represent you before the court, thus leaving you by yourself when you have to see the immigration judge. Notarios, immigration consultants, and most ICE ex-employees are not attorneys, so they cannot represent you before the court. Please be careful. The wrong help can hurt you. Working with religious organizations. As the days pass in the United States, you'll start noticing that people, language, and the culture are very different from yours. Also, you'll notice that many organizations that help migrants are backed by religious organizations. These organizations help people from all religions and cultures, and the mix of people that you'll see will seem almost impossible. But America's strength is in its diversity. The United States is a multi-religious country, and, as of now, other religions have a stronger support system. Thus, even when help is given by a religious organization, that doesn't mean they will only help people from that religion or that you need to change your beliefs. More important is for you to know that accepting help from these organizations will not require you to change your religion. That is, the help you'll be obtaining is purely legal. The special circumstances in Afghanistan prompt the American government to act. Thus, people that has arrived in a plane to the United States as part of the evacuation period is considered paroled in, which means you have 2 years to show the government why they should allow you to stay in the United States. On August 23, 2021, the government said they will parole Afghan nationals on a case-by-case basis, and they may be eligible to apply for status through USCIS. That means each individual that arrives needs to take steps on their own to obtain a lawful status. The steps to take will be different depending on whether you arrive on an evacuation flight or arrive on your own, or whether you have family members in the United States, work for the American government in Afghanistan, or if you are in need of asylum. Having someone to help you assess your situation can be key to obtain a lawful status in the United States and not being deported. So remember, you can find help for free with organizations that help immigrants in the link that appears below. For people that didn't work for the American government in Afghanistan, or doesn't have a family member or a sponsor in the United States and is already in American territory, one of your options to stay is to ask for asylum. Asylum is not given to a person just because they want it, but because they need it. And general violence in your country is not a basis for asylum. Rather, you need to demonstrate why you should be given asylum. That is, you need to be able to explain why you are afraid to go back to your country and why your situation is different to those of other people in your country. Moreover, you need to tell your story in a manner in which the asylum officer or the immigration judge are able to understand why you escaped, why your government was not able to protect you, why you didn't seek help in another country, and why you are in danger if you are deported to your country. There are two ways to apply for asylum: defensively and affirmatively. The easiest way to know how to apply is if you were detained by immigration authorities, you are likely in a defensive process. We will talk about affirmative asylum because most people watching this video are likely to have been paroled in, that is, given the 2 years to obtain a lawful status. You will have to submit an application for asylum within the first year you arrived. If you do not send this application on time, you'll miss your chance. The application is sent to USCIS. You can find all the information about affirmative asylum by Googling USCIS Asylum. This application is free. Again, an attorney will be very helpful in helping you to send this application. You can find free attorneys on the EOIR website mentioned before. Final remarks. You don't have a permanent status to live in the United States yet, and you do not have asylum. The government knows you are here and is giving you the chance to pursue your case. Follow up and find a lawful legal status in the United States. To feel comfortable in a new culture will be difficult at first. Finding help with a religious organization doesn't mean you need to change your beliefs. Find an attorney as soon as possible. They will help you and guide you through your process. We wish you the best of luck and hope this information is useful. This information is generalized and should not be considered legal advice. This communication does not create an attorney-client relationship.